Hello everyone and welcome to a Redstone tutorial. We are making tic-tac-toe in Minecraft. Yes, this does work, and we did this all by ourselves. Me, Jeffy, and Cameron. So, there's Jeffy right there. But I will show you how this works, guys. So this is like a mini tic-tac-toe board. Like, you press this button right here in the top right, and this says X over here, so the X side will come over here. Press the top right button, and X will appear in the top right. You press it again to clear it. Now, say O starts, and you want to go in the middle. So, your O, you go to this side, you press the middle button. There you go, there's an O over there. So, next turn is X, and they decide to go in the bottom right. It works just like that. When the game is over, say there's an X in all four corners of the screen, you just click all four corners right here, and it resets them. But I'm going to go behind this machine, and this is probably going to seem very confusing, but in a few minutes, this will not seem confusing at all. So, that is, if you pay attention, obviously. So, here we go. This is the main component of the machine. Let me just go ahead and grab a redstone lamp real quick. Where is it? Right here. So basically, you saw that the tic-tac-toe squares were each big redstone lamp blocks. So basically, to make each of these squares, you're gonna have to have a 7x7 redstone, like 49 redstone lamp blocks. That's 7x7. So let's just count here. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this machine right here is going to actually need to raise this up one block, because you got to make sure that all of these redstone blocks are in line. Like this one lines up with this one, and the bottom ones line up too. So basically, what you want to start off with, if you are just now starting to make this machine, which obviously you are, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to remake this. So, basically, in tic-tac-toe, obviously, I mean, all of you all have played it. If you have not, it's just basically a 9x9 little square grid. You have to get 3 in a row of whatever. Either you are X or O. So, with this machine, you have to have 2 inputs here. This lever will turn on all of these redstone lamps to make an X shape, and this lever on the bottom will turn on all the redstone lamps around it to make an O sort of shape. And I don't know why. Oh yes, because there needs to be blocks right here. So, but that won't be a problem once you build it, because there will be blocks all around it. But basically what the problem is here is this has to power a block right here in order to turn this lamp on. But we're going to build this so this seems much less confusing to you. So we're going to need some white stained clay, some red stained clay, redstone repeater. We're going to need a lever to test stuff out. We are also going to need redstone blocks, or a block of redstone it's called, and a sticky piston. And you're also going to need redstone lamps. So let me just go ahead and turn... Oh, that one was not on. Turn that off. Okay. So, you're going to want to start by putting blocks of redstone in this order. You're going to want to put 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top, as so. And you're going to want to bend them up, as so, and down. And just so it makes that shape. And then you're going to want to make a little X in the middle. So it looks like this. I'll give you a second to look at that. Okay, pause your video if you need to. By the way, we are going to build these sticky pistons. Now, currently, these redstone blocks are touching, so it will look like this for the time being. But we want to line all of these sticky pistons up with these redstone blocks. We want to make sure every sticky piston, when it extracts out, it's going to grab a redstone block and pull it back in. So, we're going to line all of these up just real quick. And this might take a minute, but basically, all of the pistons are going to make the same shape as this, if you haven't caught on yet. There we go. Uh-oh. Getting stuck a little bit. Okay. We're almost finished, and I believe there it is. Yes. Okay, so that makes the shape of the redstone blocks. So basically now what we're going to want to do is just destroy all these redstone blocks because it was merely like a frame, and replace them on the ends of these sticky pistons. So basically, whenever these sticky pistons are powered, it will push the redstone block into the redstone lamp and will power it on. So we're going to start with the O part. So we're going to want to power this. Okay, I'm going to put white ones on all of the... Nope, those don't power. So basically, all of these sticky pistons right here that have white behind them will have to extract to... I think that's what it's called, extract. In order to make the O shape. But it's obvious that we're going to need a little extra help, because with those shapes, it only makes something like this. So you can see here that we need this one, and then the 3 blocks on the corner, on all of the corners. So what we do to fix that, we're going to delete all of these redstone blocks here. What we do to fix that, we're going to need because if you would see here, a redstone repeater, if it goes into, this is going to power the, yeah, this is going to power a piston, I think. But if a redstone repeater powers oh no, it's not, powers a redstone lamp, it powers them in, like, say it's powering this one, it powers them in a cross shape like that, or like a plus. I'm not sure how to say it. But basically what we want to do is do that for all 4 of the corners, so we have to have it power this exact corner block. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 1 block right here, 1 white redstone, or white, what is this called? White stained clay block right beneath the very corner block, on every single corner block, and we're going to want to put a redstone repeater there. Now, we are going to want to connect this all up into one little lever, like back there. So, we're going to start with building a 3x3 base right behind these 3 sticky pistons right here, if you're following. I'm just going to do this. You don't have to do this, it's just for me. Now, I'm going to have to look over here real quick. Yep. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Basically, you're going to want to connect these, bring them back all the way to where this ends right here, and then you're going to want to make a line like right here. Fill this 3x3 gap with repeaters. Don't adjust them like this or anything. Yeah, that one is... Okay. And then fill the rest in with redstone like this. Like so. Now, we're going to want to... 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is what I had it. Let me just check. I don't think it really matters that much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it was, but we're going to do this. Okay. So, now, on this block right here, right in between this one, just to make sure it doesn't touch this redstone thing, you bring it back. Don't make it level with this one. Make it 1 block off, and then you are going to... Let me just make sure I'm correct on this. Yes, I am. And then we're going to bend it away, just like that. Now, we're going to raise up 1 block. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, that goes up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And now you fill all of that with redstone, putting a redstone repeater right here, just to make sure the redstone signal gets carried through, all the way through the machine. Okay. And now what we're going to want to do is, you're probably going to want to watch for this, like so. Alright. And then do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, now, we're going to want to put a block right here, so it will look like this on each side. Okay? I'm going to give you a second. And now we're going to want to connect this one up right straight through there, because this signal will be carried all the way up here, and it will power this. Now, we're going to want to count from repeaters. This counts as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it basically just leaves 1 redstone right there to connect to. Now, we want to power these top ones now, so we're going to leave these 3 blocks here. We're going to go up 1, and we're just going to connect it with one side here. Make sure you do it like this, or it will end up connecting like the redstone with the X part, and which will mess it up. So basically, this redstone right here. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. This redstone right here will carry up here and power these pistons. So, now, which pistons do we have powered? We have these top ones powered, we have the bottom ones powered, we have every single corner one powered. Well, this is as of when we turn the lever on, of course. So, what else do we need? We need these blocks right here. Because we have the side ones, we have the bottom ones. And we also have, no, we do not have these powered. These four right here. It'd be this one, this one, this one, and this one. That we also need for the O, because it's the outer layer of the O. So, what we're going to do for that, for these top ones right here, we're going to bring this down the side, 1, 2, 3, and we're just going to connect it with a redstone. That will power that, because it's right next to it, like diagonal. So, we're going to do the same on the other side, 1, 2, 3. Fill it up with redstone. That should be good. Connect that. I don't know if we need that. I'm not sure if that's necessary. Actually, no, it isn't, but I'm just going to keep it there. Now, what did we do for the bottom ones? Okay, so what we're going to do here is take... Yeah, that's what I thought. So, with these redstone blocks right here, we're going to count 1, 2, and on this third one right here, we're going to put it right diagonal like that, and we're going to make a V shape like this, okay? We're going to bring this one block back, and we're going to take this redstone block. We're going to continue this V on the right side, and then right here. Yes, because what this will do is bring a redstone signal up here to power this one, and it will take care of our nice side block right here, because we're going to have a block right here. Remember, this one isn't powered unless there's a redstone repeater powering it right here, and that will just power that, because it normally would power all of these, but since this one, and this one isn't here, and this one isn't even a redstone, I mean, you could put a redstone lamp here, but you would have to cover it up. So you can put any block there. It would power that block, and it just powers the left one right here, and it does vice versa for the other side. So we have that done. We're going to do the same over here, count 2. We're going to put it on the third block, make a V shape. Continue on the left V now, and put a block there, or right above it actually. That will be to power the other side, and continue this back. Redstone repeater, make sure that it hits the piston. And now, when we flick this lever, it should make a complete O shape. And it does. So, now we're going to work on the X part, and to avoid any confusion, I'm going to build it with red stained clay instead of white stained clay. So what we're going to want to do is start 2 blocks above the white one right here. So, we're going to want to continue it, and right where it splits right here, we want to split 1 block before it, you see? And we're going to continue all the way to these sticky pistons right here, to the back of them. Okay. And what we're going to do is put a redstone block behind each of these sticky pistons, including this one right here, and this one. And we're going to bring these bottom ones, 1, 2, 1, 2. So there is 3 blocks behind these bottom ones, and the middle one, 1, 2, 3 blocks behind the middle one and the bottom ones. Now, the upper ones, we can just do 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. So, how this works, we're going to put a lever right here, obviously to power all of the X. We're going to connect it all up with redstone, and basically, this redstone is all going to connect in an orderly fashion like this. Now, in order to avoid the white path, which powers the O, to connect with the X path, so what is essentially going to happen is, here, I'll go over there to show you. This tic-tac-toe board, there's 2 inputs on each side. That's what all of these wires are for. They're still both on the server. Let's see here. So it says X and O. The X player will have to go over here and click, right? And it shows up there. Now, if you do end up clicking that one and this one on the same side, thankfully it won't mess up the machine. It'll just create something like this. You will just have to both uncheck it. So, essentially what happens is you click one of these buttons, and behind here, a redstone signal, well, I'll have to turn it on. Behind here, a redstone signal gets converted, and it goes all the way up here into this very exact machine that we're making, and as you can see, it is powering the X and none of the O's. That's why when you click X over here, it just shows an X. So, that is why it is very important to not cross these paths over here. Let me just go ahead and unclick that, and it works. So we're going back over here. And now, I'll show you. With a redstone repeater, see, this is connected right now. So what we're going to do, this is why we bring the bottom ones three back, because we're just simply going to place 2 redstone repeaters. This redstone signal doesn't affect this one at all, and vice versa, because they're diagonal to each other. And this one, this redstone just simply powers these repeaters, and this redstone simply powers these repeaters. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And this one, it doesn't really matter. You can carry it all the way through, but I think you have to, no, you don't have to put a repeater on the end of it, but I'm going to. Now, you have to put a redstone block right here because it has to carry a signal all the way up here. Now, the reason these aren't connecting is because there's a block right here above it. That's why it was important to place a block on this side. Yeah. Because it will block this one. See, hold on. Here, I'll show you. I'll just show you. If you place a block right here, see how this connects right here? The red is connecting with the white. We don't want that. Place a block above it. It is no longer connecting. So now we just simply power it up. Power the, so these are 2 separate things. Power the pistons up. Make sure that's connected. Okay, and now, I forgot to place my repeaters on all of those pistons. So now, you should have 2 separate inputs right here. The red being the X, right? The white being the O. Okay? So now, what you want to do, if you have World Edit, this is going to be extremely easy for you. If you do not, I am truthfully sorry. Man. Okay, but in order for this machine, so this is complete. This is complete. Well, this part of the machine, at least. The rest is fairly easy. This is by far the most complicated part when building it. So, everything else is practically a breeze. So we got our X. Just double check, make sure the X and the O is working. And the good thing about this machine is you can cross them. Oh, there's Jeffy. You can cross them, and they'll just make a weird shape like that. It won't mess anything up. You probably shouldn't spam the levers though, because that would not work very well. So we're gonna come back to this. What you want to do is you want to have 3 blocks in between each little tile here. Or I'm gonna call these tiles, which are each of the 9 squares on the Tic Tac toe board. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack this. For some of you new to World Edit, this is gonna be a bit confusing, but I'm just gonna stack this too. And stack it up 2 as well. Hold on, I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so basically, between each of these tiles, you're going to want a 1, 2, 3 from side to side, and a 1, 2, 3 from top to bottom, in like difference between each of these tiles right here. Now, this is for stacking purposes right here, because what will happen is the bottom of this machine is 1 below the tile right here. So basically, when we stack it up to fit this tile, it's going to be like this, right? And that is just perfect to avoid right here, because if it was 1 block down, it would have killed all of this redstone. See? So that is why there needs to be a 3-block difference. And same over here, because this carries over 1 from the tile, and so will it right here. So that is like a perfect gap. A 3-block gap between the tiles is perfect. So now what we're going to do is stack this. Okay, so this looks very complicated. That is basically what is going on over here. Now, I'm not going to build this whole thing for you. I'm just going to show you this one last part that you need. So, as you saw over there, there is 9 buttons, each corresponding to a tile. And, well, there's actually 18 buttons, 9 on this side for X and 9 on that side for O. So, what we're going to do here is create 9 buttons. I need a button. And what this little contraption is right here, I need to go over here and see how far the buttons are apart. it looks like 2 blocks. And I'm right. Okay. So there's a 2-block difference between all of these buttons right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these buttons 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So put a button on these. Not the right direction. Okay. So now we're going to want to put a machine like this. Here's the button on all of these. So what this does basically is when you press a button, it acts like a lever. It will send a redstone signal like so. See? And when you press the button again, the redstone piston pulls back the redstone block, and there is no more signal. So that is how those buttons work over there. I want to replace this redstone lamp. Okay, so we're going to build something like this. Basically, what happens is, I'm going to see how they have it over here, because I didn't exactly build this part. Jeffy and Michael were helping me. So, all that they did, basically, this button sends this redstone signal in, and since a button's redstone signal only lasts for a second, basically, this piston will push this block of redstone up like that, but it won't take it back because it doesn't have enough power to. But once you press the button again, it will have enough power to indeed take it back. So it's just something very simple like this. Once the redstone signal comes through here, a redstone yeah, whatever. I'm getting all tripped up right now. The redstone piston extracts like that. I'll show you, just like that, to send the signal through. And we have our O, because it basically what happens is you need to connect this up to the O. What you're going to now, this is the last part of the tutorial. What you're going to want to do is build something similar to this, or really, if you want to, you can make it easier on yourself. You can just put a lever, and you can just have a redstone signal going all the way up to here. So what you're going to want to do, let's say this side is X, right? This is our X side. And let's say the other side is O. Okay? So, we know that all of these red outputs right here are X's. Here, I'll extend them by 1 block just to show you. It's this one, this one, this one. This one, this one, this one. Uh-oh, I fell down. This one, and this one. And the ones 2 blocks below it, that one, that one, that one. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one is O's. So what you're going to want to do, obviously, this lever will correspond to that one. So you're going to want to hook this redstone signal all the way up to the X right here, because it is the X that indeed flows into this tile. And you're going to want to hook up all 9 on this side and all 9 on this side to the white ones, because that will power the O. That is about all for this tutorial, guys. I will go over here and show you just exactly how this works too. See, for the O side, all of the orange wires are from the O side, and they connect to the white. All of the blue wires are from the X side, and they connect to the red. So, that indeed enables, when you press the button, the X appears. And when you press it again, it disappears, because in this situation the button acts like a lever, but you can use the lever, as I said again, to simplify it. But that is about all for this tutorial, guys. If you do have any questions, put them down in the description, or in the comments, I'm sorry. If you want to see more videos like this, especially, make sure to comment and subscribe. That's about all. See you guys later.